Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For those who don't know me, I'm Ganesh Kusanchia, a professional user experience designer. Through my channel, you will get lots of insightful information on user experience, product experience, and customer experience. No matter whether you are a beginner or an intermediate or a professional, you will get lots of valuable content for each of these levels. So welcome to the UX Seed, where we seed the knowledge for a better tomorrow. As I promised in my previous video, today I'm here to take you through my journey and share all the experience that I gained from participating Figma Asia Pacific Region Conference Config APAC 2024 in Singapore. Remember, this was the first time that Figma brought their major conference Config to the Asia Pacific region. As usual, they opened up registration for both the in-person and virtual participants to register for the Config event. The event was totally free, but the seats were limited. Thanks to my company, HireFace, we got sponsored for our air ticket and the accommodations. July 2nd was the conference day, and we arrived in Singapore the day before, the 1st of July, and we stayed at our hotel. On the conference day morning, we had our breakfast at our hotel, and then we went off for the Marina Bay Sands to participate in the conference. It's a bit rainy day today, so we had to take a Grab a weekday in the morning. The roads are a little bit busy. We are just outside of the convention center, so we are so excited to see what's coming up. There was a participant registration before we entering to the main hall. So there they checked all the registration and issued the IDs for all the individuals, and also we got some exciting gift bags for all the participants who came through the registration. Before starting the event, there was an area where they have arranged all the breakfast refreshment, and people used to gather around this area and continue their networking. With the start of the conference, the first session was about making the keynote. So the Figma's co-founder and the CEO Dylan Field and the Chief Product Officer Yuki Yamashita, they delivered the keynote to kick off the event. During this session, they have revealed some innovative new features that they plan to roll out during this year's Figma's main release. As a reduction of the complexity of the existing application, they have introduced UI3 by redesigning the edit layout of the Figma application. Apart from the significant changes to the edit layout, they have also invested in improving the capabilities of the auto layout feature. Due to these new capabilities, now you can actually validate the responsiveness of your designs through the prototypes, which is real cool. Another significant improvement that they have done this year is adding some UI libraries directly into the Figma application's asset panels from their partners. Now you can access iOS UI Kit developed by Apple directly inside Figma, and also Material UI Kit developed by Google, and Figma made some basic UI kit for web application developments. And through Code Connect, another new feature for the developer mode, you can actually get the implementation code for these basic components directly through Figma. So one important note on this Figma UI3 changes, that is all these changes will not released at once. Yuki mentioned during the conference that they will initially test it out with some focus group and collect some feedback and do the necessary changes, and only after that they will going to slowly and gradually moving all these changes to the Figma application for the mass use. And this is one of my favorites. It is in FigJam. Now you can manage multiple pages inside one FigJam board. Even though this is not a really complex improvement, I really liked it because it allows me to manage my materials in more organized way inside one FigJam file. That is really handy for me. Later in the same session, Figma's engineering manager Noga Man joins the conversation to reveal some of the new improvements that they have made for the developer mode. One of the highlighted thing that I have noticed was now the developer mode is more adaptive to the iterative design approach. It will allow you to place a change note there as well. Overall, I have noticed that we can expect Figma to invest more on the developer mode going forward, which speed up the implementations and make the life easy for the developer. To be honest, before these new features, I didn't see that much of value in investing to a separate developer license in Figma. But with this new enhancement, step by step, gradually, it's starting to add some value for the developer license. I will take you through an in-depth review of each of these new features and my thoughts on these new features and how I experienced those new features in a separate video. So this particular video I primarily targeting to summarize my experience in attending to the Config APAC conference 2024 in person. During the second session of the conference, Figma's product designer on AI, Jordan Singer, revealed some new AI features in Figma. Figma now also enables their generative AI feature, which allows you to generate new designs through a text prompt. It also included some enhancement for the designer's day-to-day life through some features such as rename layers, replace contents, and make prototypes. There were two main highlighted features for me in this session. One is the rename layers, because like we all know, when we are in the middle of designing works, how many of us are spending time on renaming the layers? Because our focus is more towards the accessibility issues, the usability issues, the visual appearance, and the text contents, and etc. etc. So for me, this is very delightful use of AI on making the designer's time more efficient and more accurate. They have rolled out this AI beta version for the Figma with the option for you to opt in or opt out to experience this new AI capabilities. And also they mentioned that they will not going to start training the contents up until 15th of August. And also they mentioned that for the enterprise and the organization plans, this option will be opt out by default unless you turn it on manually. In their next session, they revealed their next major product in the Figma, that is Figma Slides. Figma Slides aim to help people who use Figma to prepare presentations for storytelling. Up until now, even though there is no straightforward way to maintain a slide deck inside Figma, they have mentioned that they have noticed over 3.5 million use of Figma for the presentations over the last year. One of the most highlighted thing with the Figma Slides for me was like, let's say you have prepared some presentation way back in Figma. Now, if you need to move that particular presentation into the Figma Slides, you can just simply do that by simply copying and pasting your slides into the Figma Slides. Not only that, Figma Slides allows you to demonstrate your clickable prototype inside your presentation without any hassle. Figma Slides will be free to use in the beta version up until early 2025, and then the free plan is going to restrict for 3 slide decks. Then there was an interesting session from the Jordan Singer on how we can use the AI to augment our imagination. And also he mentioned during this session that the vision of the Figma on AI is not to replace the human capabilities, but make the designers or the humans' life easy through automation, generation, and iteration, so that the designers can stay focused on their craft. In the next session, Figma's product manager, Mihika Kapoor, presented the inspiring success story behind the Figma Slides product. In my view, that session brought a good message for the audience, such as always it's good to come up with evidence after digging deep into the analysis rather than depending on your thoughts and words to convince the team to get it done. The initial session after the break was conducted by the engineering manager at Figma, Noga Man. During her session, she delivered how we can level up the designer and developer collaboration using the advanced new capabilities that they have introduced in the developer mode. After that session, we moved to the first segment of the Config APAC conference, speakers discussions. The first session was on how we can set the right foundation and the infrastructure to build great products at scale. The session was done by the experienced design manager at Commonwealth Bank, Ali Urrutia. During his session, he emphasized how important it is for us to keep the focusing on the quality of the product as it scales up, and the fact that maintaining the quality of a product should not be a responsibility of one or two individuals. That should be a common call for all the team members of the product. The last session before the lunch was very interesting, very inspiring, and very informative. The session was conducted by Shantanu Kumar from India. He is a creative director and a video content creator. He delivered his session on how we can add uniqueness to the design that we create and express it to the people it's serving. He kicked off his session by expressing how the modern-day simplicity of the designs eliminated the unique characters of each design. Why the session was so interesting for me was how he delivered the message by taking the audience step by step through one of his design projects. His project story related to designing the branding for one of the coffee manufacturer in a small estate in India. How piece by piece he designed the brand, how he inspired by the cultural values to make the uniqueness of the design. So if you are a beginner to the designing industry and seeking for some kind of motivation and inspiration, I highly recommend you to follow his session that he delivered during Config APAC 2024 in Singapore. And also during a break, I got the opportunity to meet him in person, and I highly appreciated the way he delivered his message to the audience, and I shared my honest feedback with him related to his session. After the session, we had our lunch break. There was a big physical Figma board, and we had some fun there by pasting some stickies on the board and writing different thoughts on those. In the dining area, there was a Figma store where you can purchase different Figma merchandise such as t-shirts, caps, water bottles, socks, etc. I didn't forget all of you, my dear subscribers. So yes, after hanging there in a long queue, I was able to buy some gift, a Figma-branded gift for you directly from the Figma store at Config APAC conference in Singapore. Yes, you all will get the opportunity to win these Figma-branded gifts through my channel. So stay tuned. I will announce soon the giveaway campaign for you to get the opportunity to win Figma merchandise through my channel. And you know what, guys? You have to make these gifts really worth, right? Because I missed my lunch at Config after waiting in a queue for the Figma store. But I didn't took that much of time in the queue because there were lots of people even behind me at Figma store, and there were lots of other guys behind me in the lunch queue as well. But all of a sudden, they informed that they're running out of foods. So we had to skip the lunch. So make sure that you really make it worth, okay? After the lunch, the first segment was a fireside chat, a Figma executive fireside chat with Dylan Field and Yuki Yamashita. In these sessions, they discovered some important changes in the modern day of the design field, and also some insightful information about the product roadmaps. In the next session, Beng To, founder of Design Code, delivered what is the role of a designer in modern day can be. He took us through the evolution of the designing tools and then how the new AI innovations and technology empowers the designers. The key takeaway from his session for me was with the new capabilities of the technology, we may be able to get things done 80% with the assistance of AI. But rest of the 20% are the most critical and the crucial part, where the designers and the creative professionals go beyond the tools and technologies by identifying the human needs and designing with emotion. The next session also really inspiring for me. which was delivered by Feng Zhu. He is a concept artist and CEO and art director of FZD School. He delivered in his session how we can design from our inner soul. He is an art director and a concept designer who worked heavily with video games, movies, motion graphics, and etc. He shared his experience on how he became a designer and what inspired him to be the person here today. With games, movies, music, books, and toys, how those helped him to simulate his imagination. He mentioned during his session that all the students who fearing whether AI eliminating their jobs in future are the ones who live inside the bubble. They are the same people who are not expanding their creativity or imagination beyond the capabilities of AI. AI use existing resources to augment something, but only the human brain can blend lots of imaginations and generate things that are never exist. He ended up his session with a very inspiring phrase. That is, it's your journey, your memory, and your life's experience that shapes you into a unique designer. After that session, there was a panel discussion with some of the product design leaders. During the discussion, they have covered how important both data and the vision to drive the team to a great product. The next segment was on typography. Gompita Rahayu, founder and type designer from the Tokotype, delivered his session on how the context, culture, and the medium influence the way we use typo. Before the last session, there was a panel discussion from a diverse group of innovators. During the discussion, they talked about how we can learn from the mistakes by sharing some of their real-world examples. The last session of the event was delivered by Kunal Shah, founder and CEO of Cred, which is a financial community platform in India. One of the key facts that I found from his discussion was not everybody has the luxury to see things in the way how you see as a designer. So the best approach is always to demonstrate what's your findings. Even after the final segment of the Config conference, we were there around 1 hour to meet up different designers around the world, share our thoughts, and it was really amazing. During this time, I also got the opportunity to have an exclusive short interview with Yuki, and you can check it out from here as well. So overall, as a conclusion, Figma Config APAC conference was a really great experience for me. Especially the in-person experience was really amazing. It allows us to grow our network, share different thoughts, learn new things, and also lots of inspiration and motivation for us as well. No matter how senior we are in the industry, no matter how experienced we are in the industry, sometimes we all need that inspiration and motivation to boost ourselves to enable more capabilities. So finally, a big thank to my company IFS for giving me this opportunity. All these are my experience and my personal opinions in participating Figma Config APAC Conference 2024. So if you see things differently, please feel free to share your thoughts here down in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and if you find this video helpful for you in some way, please hit the like button and share the video with others as well. Subscribe to the channel if you are interested in having more valuable content like these in future. And also, if you have any questions or queries, please let me know through the comment section or through an email. And also keep in touch with the Figma giveaway campaign that launches soon through the channel. And with that, I'm signing off for now and see you soon with another valuable content. Until then, stay safe and goodbyes.